thought this YouTube thing would be a good idea because it doesn't cost me any money, but it's already starting to use up more information in my phone, and SD cards ain't free. I'm just kidding. I'm a cheap bastard. Anyway, here's the money shot, the machine you've all been waiting for. No, actually, I love the Ford 8N, but there's like a million of them around here. I don't know why, but they're worth like $1,000 even. It's like a something that's got a really solid market value at any given time. That's a John Deere 1050. Johnny's not feeling too good. That's a front differential oil leak. There's two sides to everything. You get four-wheel drive, and that's got its obvious advantages, but then it starts leaking after 30, 40 years. But anyway, here's the old dent side. Yeah, I know, it's like its own joke. There's a dent in the side. That was from my body, I had the door locked one day, and I went to go shut it, but it wasn't shut all the way. Kind of like that, and that's annoying, so I kind of just went at it, like that. Except I hit it much harder, I guess, and I don't know, I thought these old, if Rick Bork is watching, I thought Fords were made tough, but I'm just kind of a skinny white dude, and look what I did to that by accident. Built Ford tough. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I like the truck kind of. Probably did hit it harder than I should have. Anyway, now the air cleaner says 390, but that could be lying to us. I don't even know. Really, it came from the factory as a 360, which I suspect it really still is. But, of course, the plug wires be right in front of the data plate, huh? Well, I'm not going to go through the effort of that for you. Data plate says it was a 360, but I heard most people who rebuilt these would stroke them out to a 390. And that was the thing to do. And my grandpa did rebuild this engine, or says he did. He had a buddy do it, and I can't find any paperwork on it. My grandpa kept records of everything, so kind of just going on lucky guesses so far. But yeah, I mentioned in the previous video, I was burning those up. Finally, the distributor gave out. I got a new cap and rotor. I came from working on Japanese cars from like the 80s and 90s, so this is kind of like playing with Tinker Toys so far, knock on wood. But got me a shiny new voltage regulator. Another funny thing, so I did get a Motorcraft ignition module. Usually if I don't know what the aftermarket company's brands are, I just go with OEM if it's not too expensive. In this case, AC Delco was the best option. I don't know how, but I've already ended up with GM parts on a Ford, so say what you will about GM, but Ford didn't have an ignition module or a voltage regulator at Summit Racing. So, guess now's as good a time as any to start it up. Good, we're only 3 minutes. Probably not gonna keep that as where my cigarette lighter is. Anything else I should mention before I turn the key? Grandpa always said you press the pedal to the floor before you crank. I believe that sets the auto shut. Yeah, even my tack should work. Huh. Oh, okay. Now it does still run a little rough when it's on a cold start, but we are holding the oil pressure. Now the book says to get it to stop with a high idle, you kind of just tap the gas. So once I tap the gas, you should see it rest at a lower idle, and then it kind of smooths out. I don't know, it runs kind of rough at that speed when it's cold, and I just wonder if the high idle isn't set right, which is why I got the tag. Plus, it goes up and down sometimes. It's just like, okay, I'm idling high, now I'm going to idle low. I'm going to idle super high for like no reason. I believe it does pertain to water temperature, but I don't know, the data in my head tells me it's not really as consistent as it should be at all. But yeah, it's an old vehicle. I like to let it warm up. I change the oil every 3,000 miles and put 93 in it, even if I can't scientifically prove it needs it. And no, it's not powerful. It's slow, but it sounds kind of good, I think. Honestly, it sounds better when it warms up. It's funny. A lot of times the cold idle makes engines sound better, but this one actually sounds best when it's, you know, nice and warm and ready to go. I guess I'll open the front overhead door. I love the way this engine sounds. I mean, there's not a whole lot makes this truck super special other than, you know, it's just kind of hard to come by without. The main thing is that it's still all there. I mean, would you just look at that? Wouldn't you look at that? I mean, I try not to dog on Fords or American companies in well, all the old junk is crap. Anyway, but of course my grandpa never drove it. That's the only reason it's a survivor. Hopefully it survives me. I'm gonna try not to pull a whistling diesel and shift gears without the clutch and some dumb shit. So, if you're not used to stuff like this, it's not like just driving a 1997 Honda Civic with a 5-speed. Whoa! No! I broke the seatbelt! No! God damn it! Are you kidding? That's what you get for trying to be safe, huh? I wonder if the Ford dealers... I'd probably just pull it out too far or something. God. Huh. Well, just for kicks, I wonder... Still not even warm yet. You know what they say about Fords, you always got to carry tools with you when you